What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of my AlaMobile career mode, and we're here for the Italian Grand Prix in Monza for round 11 of season 2. And as we're here already in the final run of Q3, we're now again setting 2 pole sectors and trying to get us a pole position, as we didn't get it last time in Austria. So let's hope that we are on pole position. For now, we're in first place, but where will we end up in the end when all set their laps? Our lap wasn't that great, but let's hope it's still enough for a pole position. As we come to the results, but no, we're down to P8. It was just enough for P8, but it's still better than last time when we started from P10. But there I didn't play the final quali run, so never mind. We're here for a race now in Italy, and here you can then see the results of all of the qualifying. Verstappen starts from pole position and we start from P8, and our teammate starts from P17. Let's see what he can do. A new driver also appeared. It's Pole David 35, who substitutes Lewis Hamilton for removing his appendix. And here we go for the race in Monza, and the Aston gets a very good start. It's Fernando Alonso who directly overtakes us and gets in front of us, but we can get our nose in front of him with overtake. And into turn 1, we're up to P3 already. What a great start this was. The second starting phase was great, the first one wasn't that great. But now we're up to P3 and side by side with Lando Norris and also Master YouTube. We nearly went 3 wide into the second chicane, but we brake late enough and we tap the rear of Verstappen, and he comes really aggressively back to the track, but we can overtake him and we're up to P2. Now it's only Oisel left in front of us. What can we do? He's already 1.5 seconds in front of us, and Verstappen is really close, but he's on the hard tires, so we should probably have the pace to stay in front of him. He wants to try into Ascari, but we defend from the outside and can stay in front. Now we are already closing up on Oisel. The Ferrari man pulled away a bit, but now we try to close it up again. As we now come through the final corner of the lap, through Parabolica we go on the start finish straight, and we're 1.2 seconds away from overtaking him. So we're now starting lap 2, 1.4 seconds away from him now. Into turn 1 we go, we brake very late and use all the curb that exists. And now we're in it. For a short time we were in his DRS, but now he pulled out again. Now into the second chicane we go again. We don't use that much curb, but we get fast through it, and now through both Lasmo turns, Lasmo 2 and now Lasmo 2 and before Lasmo 1. And we're again in a DRS, but still too far away, and the DRS also isn't opened yet, isn't enabled yet. And now he's through Ascari we go, we cut this chicane a bit, and now we're really close, 6 tenths. Can you hold it till the DRS straight? Into the final corner we go, we take a tighter line, and now exit Parabolica with DRS and overtake on low. Can you make a move? Into the first turn we go, we try it on the inside, he doesn't defend, but he brakes way later and can stay in front. I tried it up and under, but it doesn't work, so he'll stay in front for another lap. And with that, trying to overtake him, Verstappen caught up, and now he's in the DRS of me. Is he gonna overtake me, or can I instead try to overtake Oisel? It's taking a bit long already. Nearly 4 laps. It is taking a while now trying to overtake Oisel, And as we run wide exit last motor, we just get the DRS still from Oisel. This is crazy. We don't have a really good pace through corners, but a better pace on the straights. So we'll see what we can do. As we still in the DRS of Oisel, Verstappen is not in the DRS, but can he get into it? Let's hope not. And into the final corner of the lap, we are 3 tenths behind Oisel, and Verstappen is not in the DRS, which is good. And now can we overtake him? We don't use any ERS, so we are not able to overtake the Ferrari man. But we brake way later. We tried, nevertheless, we brake way too late and hopped the sausage crabs, and Oisel stays in front. But now Verstappen catches up. Verstappen, we're going side by side with Max Verstappen. We squeeze him out, so he is now again down to P3. But Oisel has pulled away. He's very far away now. But through the chicane we go. We caught up to him again. And through Lasmo 1 and Lasmo 2. But now we don't have the DRS. And you run wide again. This turn is looking to be very tricky in this race. And through Ascari we go once again. We run very wide through the entry of Ascari, but we can hold it on the track. And we are in a DRS of Oisel again. Once we enable the overtake, we can finally overtake him. But when will it happen? As the ERS is already down to 70%, just with low. So we'll see. We're still too far away to make a move. In turn 1, can we make it? No. This time we don't try anything. Exit the first chicane. Oisel pulls away again with his superb traction. And Verstappen catches up a bit, but it's not that much. And through the second chicane we go. We nearly lose the car. Exit the second chicane while we clip the curb. And through Lasmo 1 we go. We're still not in the DRS. Through Lasmo 2, this time we get the corner. But now we are in the DRS, but without the DRS opened. Into Ascari we go now. He brakes way later, and we're now directly behind him. Can we now overtake him on the start finish straight? As we're now closing up also on this straight already. On the start finish straight we go. He takes a wider run, but we can't use this opportunity. Now we are very close. Can we overtake the Ferrari man on the start finish straight? Here we go, pulling out again into turn 1. We brake very late. I again tried it up and under, but it still didn't work. And Oisel stays in front. Oh no, this is taking way longer than I thought. Oisel has a good car, and we never use overtake, so it's really difficult. But we have to save the ERS to use later, to have the ERS all the time we need it. And we are still in the DRS. We clap his rear tire, but now with the DRS, can we overtake him on the short DRS straight? No. Or can we make a dive from into Ascari? Around the outside we tried, but no, he stays in front. Now we'll have to try it on the start finish straight again. Another lap, another try, as we are already in the end of lap 6. So we are getting... Oh no, the car nearly spun us out. We went too wide on the inside of Parabolica, and now Verstappen caught up. It's nearly catching up. 6/10 is the gap. No, 1 second, around 1 second. But Oisil is now really far away. Can we still get into his DRS? Or is it already too late? We'll see as we run through a curva grande up to the second chicane. Where can we make the move? As through the chicane we go. We brake very late, but we're still not in the DRS. 1.07 seconds away from him. Through Lesmo 1 we go, and now through Lesmo 2. We definitely not have the DRS, but maybe in the next lap. As we set the purple first sector, can we also set the purple middle sector, and then we can have a new fastest lap. As we run through Ascari, we brake too late, and we run over the gravel. But now we caught up to him, and we got into his DRS. Now we can maybe overtake him on the start finish straight. But no, we run wide again, and we nearly lose the car on the grass. But can we nevertheless overtake him on the start finish straight? Here we go with the DRS. Can we overtake him? Into turn 1 we go. No, we're too far away. Through the chicane we go. Can we overtake him somewhere? We need it. We have to overtake him to get another win. Through a curva grande we go into the second chicane. We are catching up to him through the chicane. Now we are 7/10 behind him, 8/10. Through the next turn, he's pulling away again, and we are out of his DRS. We're just not in his DRS. Now on the second DRS straight, we are 6/10 behind him. And through Ascari, we're really close to him. Can we overtake the Ferrari man now finally? Into the final corner of the lap we go. We tried on the inside, we take a very tight line, which probably wasn't that good idea. So we don't have a really good exit. And now he pulls away again. No, but we just have to enable overtake to overtake him. In the first turn we go. We're now really close to him, but he pulls away again on the exit. Can we overtake him somewhere? We're already in lap 9. Into the second chicane we go. We brake a bit earlier, but now through the second chicane we nearly overtook him, but we have had to let him go because we crashed into him a bit, which wasn't very necessary. But whatever, he's now still in front of us with a 9/10 gap. Pretty good. On the home straight we hopefully have the DRS again. Now we're very close to him and setting a purple middle sector, a green first sector. Can we overtake him? We're closing and we're closing. Into the final turn we go. We finally overtake him. We finally make it. And now we also have the DRS. Oh, this is a great opportunity to pull away. What can we do? We're finally leading the race. After so many tries, after 10 laps, we finally are in the lead. We brake a bit late, but now exit the chicane. He will have a better run, and around the outside he goes and re-overtakes me. We just led a few meters, and also Verstappen tries to overtake me. Now Verstappen is directly closed up, and I will try the dive bomb, but we brake too late, and we have to let him go. And also Verstappen gets through. Oh no, we're down to P3. With that silly mistake, we just braked a bit too late and overshooted, and now Verstappen is through. Now it's a 3-way battle for the win. and also Marcel YouTube is catching up. This is a crazy battle for the win, as it took too long for me. Now Verstappen caught up, and now he's trying to overtake Oisil. What is he gonna do? As they are nearly side by side into the final corner, and now I'm side by side with Verstappen, but taking the title line will result in a not so good exit, and now Verstappen is through again. But now we use the overtake button and the DRS, and nearly 3 wide. We go into the first chicane and we touch the gravel, touch the grass, and into the first chicane we don't brake late enough, so they can both stay in front of us. Oh no, and now they're pulling away, exit the first chicane, and now Marcel YouTube really caught up. Now he's directly close to me. Will he overtake me or not? As we're already in lap 11, we used really much of that curb. But we have to, because we have to stay in the DRS of them. But no, it's not enough. We're out of the DRS, but we're still out of the DRS of Marcel YouTube. And now we're dumping the DRS a bit to catch up. And through the Ascari we go another time. Can we now overtake most finally? We're closing up on the straight down to Parabolica, but we're still too far away. Can we get into the DRS? Yes, we can do that, but can we now overtake them also? Onto the start finish straight we go another time. They are also trying to be side by side. Verstappen tries to overtake Oisil, and I'm catching up. In turn 1 we go. I tried another time on Verstappen, but I brake too early. But no, in the second braking phase I can dive from him. But trying the up and under it didn't work out, so we are still down in P3. But now through Acura Grande they are also pulling away. Can we somewhere make the move on Verstappen? Marcel YouTube caught up. Through the chicane we caught up very much on Verstappen. Can we overtake him or not? No, not yet. Through Lasmo 1 we go. Now through Lasmo 2. We run wide, but we still get the DRS. Can we now overtake Verstappen into the Ascari chicane? We're a bit far away. No, we can't. We nearly run wide, but we can still stay in front of Marcel YouTube. But we're still behind Verstappen. Where can we overtake him? Oisil is pulling away, as Verstappen hasn't got the pace anymore to follow Oisil. Now we're trying everything to overtake Verstappen. Now finally using the overtake mode. And now into the first chicane. Can we overtake him? What will we do? Nothing. We don't do anything. We don't try anything. But we tap his rear tire a bit on the exit of the chicane. But now with the ERS on overtake, we can finally maybe overtake him. Into the second chicane we go. We now make the dive when we brake late enough to not overshoot it. And we're finally through up to P2 again. But now we run wide a bit through Lasmo 1. And now he tries it on the inside. And now he squeezes me and turns me around. And I'm onto the gravel. Oh no! What did he do to me? He spun me out. And I lose so many positions. I'm down to P12. What was that just? He pushed me off the track. And there's a safety car. Oh, what a lucky man I am. This will help me really much. As Oisil now already comes to the pits, and the curb clips me again. Another time a curb clips me. But we're luckily far enough in front of Norris. And here comes Verstappen out of the pits. Hey, But we have to let him through. What is going on? Why? Why we have to let him through? He wasn't even out of the pit exit lane. Oh, this is unfair. And now he's directly in front of us. In the end of the when the safety car comes in. And now we're resuming again. But what is going on? He's braked. He brake checks me. And now we have to let him through, and we touch the grass and we lose so much time. And now he's 2 seconds in front of us. Oh, this is ridiculous what he's doing to me. This has to be at least a time penalty. This is crazy how unfair he's treating me. But whatever. He's now a pit stop, clear, and in front of me. This is crazy. But now we're dumping all our ERS to re-overtake him, to at least have some fun. And now we cut the second chicane and we are through. We brake a bit too late, so we had to cut the chicane. And now we are through in front of him. And now we are able to defend him into last Moto 2. What happened just before? Why we couldn't defend him before? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. The Verstappen AI, even in the game, is like he's in real life. So unacceptable. We don't need you. As we now try everything to hold him up a bit till we come in for our pit stop and to annoy him a bit, but we will not be able to end up in front of him in the end of the race, because he has already made up a whole pit stop on us. But now we're side by side with him on the start finish straight, but somehow he decides to not overtake me. Into turn 1 we go, and now we caught up to Alpine. It's Jack Doohan. The Alpine man also just came from the pits, I think. And into Ascari we make a small dive bomb and we can overtake him directly. And next up ahead is Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the Italian Aston Martin driver, who is now coming to the final turn. And also we are coming to the final turn, and the car nearly hopped us again. But Jack Doohan is really close to us. Can we stay in front of him while we're catching up on Antonelli, who's now 1.2 seconds in front of us? In the first chicane we go. We caught the chicane because we couldn't make it anymore. But now we're 8 tenths behind Antonelli, 9 tenths. Into the second chicane we go. We're really closing up on him. And side by side with the last Moto 2 we go. Can we overtake him on the inside? No, we have to brake a bit earlier. And now, so he stays in front of us. But now with the DRS, can we overtake him? Can we overtake the Italian? Yes, we can. We finally overtook Antonelli, and we're up to P3 now, as some drivers pitted already. Now it's Oisel who's in front of us, but he already has pitted during the safety car. But now we finally caught up to him again. But he has now also a pit stop. He's now also a pit stop ahead of us. Just crazy. And as we now pitting just before we were able to overtake Oisel, and as we come out of the pits, we're down to P14, down to P15, as the Mercedes and the Audi will overtake us. But with a huge dive bomb, we can overtake the Audi, but not the Mercedes. So we are up to P14. Next up ahead is Salvatore, and then we've got Taco van Horn. It was Milsops who just got overtaken by me and by Salvatore. In the second chicane we go. We caught up to Salvatore, making a switchback move, and we can overtake him, and we're up to P13. Next up ahead is Taco Van Horn, and then we've got Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri. In the Lasmo 2 we go. We still have the DRS from Oisil, but we have to be within 1 second to enable it. So we'll see where we can do that. Not yet on this race, as we caught up to Taco Van Horn, who's very slow in the Audi. And side by side with him, with the overtake, we make quick progress, and we directly overtake him, and we're up to P12. Next up ahead is Yuki Tsunoda, and then we already have Verstappen in the Red Bull. And now our teammate comes in for the pit stop, so we will be up in P11. So one more position, and then we will be in the points. Into the first chicane we go now. A huge gaggle of cars are in front of us, so we can make up many positions in a few laps because they are all together. So what will we be able to do? As we now go through our Curva Grande, and we're nearly caught up to Yuki Tsunoda, but he pulled away again on the straight. But through the chicane we catch up to him again, but we'll wait for the DRS straight to overtake him. But we set a problem in this first sector, which is great. This means we are fast. Onto the DRS straight we tapped his rear tire, but can we now overtake him? On the inside of the racing line, and we'll finally overtake him, and we're up to P10. We're finally into the points again. Next up ahead is Verstappen, and then we've got Oyapuf, the man from the Philippines, and the Scottish driver. Can we overtake both? Into the final chicane we go, final turn we go, not chicane. Onto the start finish straight. We are now low on ERS, so what can we do with the rest of the ERS we've got? Can we overtake him? We use a bit of overtake, and now we overtake Verstappen and also Oyapuf. Yes, we make a double overtake on Oyapuf and Verstappen. And now he tries to re-overtake me. Oyapuf, we're side by side with the Scottish driver, but he squeezes me onto the inside of our Curva Grande, and somehow we can stay in front of him. Next up ahead is Fernando Alonso, the other Aston Martin driver. And then we have already got a new man for Ferrari, Pole David 35. What will he be able to do in his first ever Formula 1 race? As we now caught up to Fernando Alonso into Ascari, and now we're really close to him, but we're still pretty low on ERS. Can we overtake him somewhere? Now we have no ERS left. The ERS battery is fully empty. Into Parabolica we make a dive from Alonso, and we can finally overtake him, and we're up to P7. Next up ahead is Pole David, and then we've got Marcel YouTube, and we're side by side with Fernando Alonso, but with the DRS we can stay in front of him. And Pole David 35 is still 1.2 seconds in front of us, so we'll have to catch up to him a bit. We're meanwhile in lap 22 of 26, which means 4 laps to go, and Fernando Alonso re-overtakes me again. So for now I'm fighting for P7, but I want more in this race. With 4 laps to go, it's getting a bit stressful to make up some more places, as I tried the up and under another time on Alonso, but it didn't work out. But now we have the DRS, and our ERS is also a bit more full now. Now we went wide a bit, but we can finally overtake it, and now also with the overtake mode we can pull away a bit. And now we can hopefully finally catch up to Pole David 35 to overtake him for P6. As we are closing and closing on him, 1.1 seconds still, yes, to overtake him. We're still not yet in the DRS, but through Parabolica we caught up to him a bit more, so now it's only 7 tenths, 8/10 on a straight. He's pulling away a bit because we don't use any ERS. Into turn 1 we go. We break way later and we make a dive on Pole David, and somehow we're through. We make a beautiful dive bomb on the Italian Ferrari man. We're finally through, but he tries to overtake me. He don't want me to get past him, but somehow I tapped his rear a bit, and I'm now finally through. And I also pulled away, and I caught up to Marcel YouTube, who is next up ahead, as we now start the penultimate lap. Let's say it like that way, with 2 laps to go. And through a Curva Grande with the ERS on overtake, we caught up a bit to Marcel YouTube. Can we overtake him somewhere? As we have to cut the chicane, and the starter curb hops me, and we have to let him through past again. But now we've got the DRS. Can we overtake him somewhere? We've tapped his rear and touched the grass. It cost a bit much time, but we nevertheless have DRS, and with our left ERS we can catch up to him. Into Ascari we go. We catch up to him around the outside of Ascari, and we nearly lose the car again, and we crash into the wall. Luckily we turned off damage, otherwise the race would have ended there. And now Pole David caught up. We are now onto the penultimate lap of the race, into lap 25. So 1 more lap to go after this one, as we now start lap 25. We use the overtake mode, but the battery is fully empty, so it's pretty much useless, but we'll see what it could have brought us. And we have to cut the first chicane because we brake a bit too late again. Now with the ERS we directly use it into the overtake mode to catch up to Marcel YouTube. We're now fighting for P5 in the race. Who will be down in P6? Is it me or is it Marcel who will end up in P5? And also Pole David 35 is catching up, and Marcel YouTube again, he made a bit slow through Malesmo 2, and I tapped his rear and got another warning. A few more warnings and I would get the drive-through penalty. Let's hope it's not happening. And with a beautiful dive bomb into Ascari, we are finally through up to P5 and overtook Marcel YouTube. And now we try everything to defend him on the inside into Parabolica. Can he overtake us? Not yet, but we have 1 more lap to go, and Pole David really caught up, and he braked too late, and this time we hopped the sausage curb, and Marcel YouTube caught up, and he tries to overtake him also on the outside, and he's through. Marcel YouTube is through. The Hungarian man is through up to P5 again, and we're down to P6, but now we make another dive bomb, and he brake again a bit too late, but we're in front of him, and this time we don't let him through again, because this is the last lap, but he gets through nevertheless on the outside of Lasmo 2. No, not, we brake later this time than him, and we can stay in front of him, but he tries to up and under, but we forgot the DRS, so he can stay in front of us. And now Pole David also caught up. He's directly behind Marcel YouTube. It's a 3-way battle for P5 now, not a 3-way battle for the win, unfortunately, but it's nevertheless a 3-way battle. Can we get Pole David past Marcel YouTube in some way? No, but we will end up in P5 after a very difficult start into the race, but we managed to at least secure 10 points. And here's how the results look like. We got the fastest lap, and we're in P5. Oisel won it, and Verstappen got P2. What an unfair race and also result for him. This is so unfair. And Miguel H ended up in P4. The Alpha Tauri man is up in P4. Sounds like promotion, I would say. And then in the end, Verstappen comes home in P10, P9, and our teammate is starting from P17 and ended up down in P18. And Tsunoda got P10. And here are the Drivers' Championship standings. Oisil made up 3 places in the standings. And Ferrari overtakes Mercedes and is now leading the championship.